everyone, it is time to set up my January sinking funds. I like to do this in a separate video because it is kind of almost like a separate, not budget, but it kind of is like a separate budget. So, already got my January budget all laid out, and then I have already closed out December's sinking funds, so you can't really start your new one until you have an ending balance for the previous month. So I just got that done, so now I am ready to set it up for January. I know sinking funds are intimidating for a lot of people, but it is basically just one big savings fund, and then you put money into it the idea is you put money into it each month, and that way when a bill rolls around or like a long-term savings plan, you know what the money is designated for. I guess the other way you could do it is just have a ton of different savings accounts or bank accounts, but to me that would get really super confusing. So I keep track of our two different bank accounts, each have sinking funds in them. So the first one is kind of like the household, and the second one is sort of like business type extra stuff, if you want to call it that. So for the first one, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I am going to give myself a couple of spaces so that in case we decide to add any, that there's room, which does happen sometimes. Like I added one in our other bank account for January, so it does happen sometimes. Okay, then I have this extra washi strip left over, so I'm going to use that at the end. Okay, that way it's just all nice and lined up. So we will, yes we will draw the lines in next, because if I don't draw the lines in, then I start writing crooked, and then that annoys me. So this is where I write what fund it is. I have a how much we're planning to put in the fund, how much was spent, which I don't actually, sometimes I don't write in how much was spent, because if I just have my start balance and my end balance, that's good enough for me sometimes, but sometimes I will write in how much was spent. Okay, so for this top one, these are the funds that go into it. We have Grainger, which that is our trash service. We have car tags. I call this oil change, but it is kind of just like car maintenance. We put money into it each month. Sometimes we use it for an oil change. Sometimes we don't. The idea is to build this one up. We have fairly old cars, so it doesn't really get built up very much because inevitably it always gets used. We have a doctor fund, which we use this for co-pays. We have a high deductible health insurance plan, so lots of times if we go see a specialist or if we have lab fees or something, those can be pretty pricey. So the idea is to also let that one build up, but so far we pretty much use it each month. But my hope is eventually it will get built up. Then we have beauty, which that was a new one last month, because there are, our normal toiletries just get included in our food budget, like deodorant and dry shampoo and stuff. But there are, so like I buy special shampoo and hair products for the girls, and then I have a couple of makeup items that I buy like literally once a year, but they're kind of pricey. So it's going to be helpful to have this one, because when I do buy something like that, it's like over $50 probably, so that will be helpful. But that definitely won't get used every month, but I'm hoping to let that build up. Then we have auto insurance. Okay, then this bottom half, this top half, that all comes out of one bank account, and then this second portion is from another bank account. So that's why I have this dividing sticker. It just helps me keep track of it. And this is kind of more like savings goals and business stuff, I guess. We are saving up for a big screened-in porch. When we built our house, we didn't have enough money to do it at construction time, and so we've been saving for a year now. We're almost there. Hopefully we're gonna do the project in the spring. We have a new car fund. We are committed to never taking out another car loan. I have my Plexus business account. This is just like a savings fund. It's what I buy our products out of. And then if I do any sort of incentive for my team, or basically anything that I spend money on in Plexus goes into this sinking fund. Same thing with Etsy. It's just a sinking fund, and anything that comes in from Etsy or that I spend from Etsy comes out of this sinking fund. We have half of our emergency fund in this bank account, and the other half is at the other bank. It's just kind of how it worked out, but we have 3 months. Our goal is to have 6 months, so after we save up for the porch, then that will probably be the next big savings goal, is to get 6 months worth of expenses in a savings account. We have money for the kids, which is from Jason's mom and intended for college. We just don't quite know what we want to do with it right now. So right now it's just divided up in this one fund that we have, but that is the kids' money intended for college. Okay, I have just a miscellaneous category because sometimes, like if I want Starbucks or do something fun with the kids, it kind of comes out of this miscellaneous fund. And then I added in the YMCA because we joined the Y last week. And so now that is going to come out of this bank account, and I need a fund for it so I don't forget about it. So let me show you where I would get the starting balance for all of my funds. I closed out December, and so right here you can kind of see all my scribbles and everything, but I've closed it all out, so all of these end balances are what will be the start balance in January. So that is where I am getting that information. So for Granger, we have a start balance of $42.59. Car tags are back in the black. We have $16 in there. We did have some money left over in the oil change category, $27.19. Our doctor fund got overspent by $5, which will be fine because I'm putting in more money this month. Beauty has $24.33. Our life insurance is also overspent because my premium, my life insurance got approved and then the premium came through, and coincidentally I just paid Jason's life insurance, and so the fund was already kind of depleted. So All right, I was rudely cut off because my storage was full or something and would not let me record anymore. So, continuing on. Auto insurance, we have $421.50. Then for our porch, we ended up with $7,552.55. We are getting so close to the amount that we need. Our new car, we have $8,037.88. In my Plexus account right now, I have $517.70. Etsy has $150.68. And then, why didn't you guys tell me I spelled emergency wrong? Because that's not annoying or anything. Emergency. There we go. That has 5,000. All right, all the kids have this same amount, $1,667.85. Okay, miscellaneous pretty much got depleted. There is $16.68 left. And then the YMCA just got paid actually, and I had the wrong amount, so there is minus $3 in there. So I will just add the right amount to make up for that this month. So I actually forgot another fund that I needed to add because I need to add a spring break fund. And that's going to go in our main checkbook because that's where we will spend the money when we're making reservations and such. So let me get my computer and then we will put in the amounts that we are planning on adding. All right, we add in $22 every month for our trash. Our car tags are $37 a month. Oil change is $80. Doctor, I'm adding in $120 this month. I'm hoping, we only have one copay that I know of this month, and I am hoping that that will help cover that because we do have an HSA as well, which I can put more money into, but that gets refunded January 1st, or not refunded, but money put into it. You know what I mean. All right, beauty. We are doing $20. Life insurance, and I did take into account the additional amount for mine, so now we're going to be putting $59.62 each month. And then for auto insurance, this is $140.50. And then for spring break, it is a 3 paycheck month. And so that third paycheck we will put in this part of it will go in the spring break fund, and then I can add to it, or it will probably just sit there until spring break. So I don't know these amounts until I get paid from Plexus, because this is kind of what funds this. And so I won't know how much to put into the porch until I get my Plexus paycheck. Same thing with the new car. We have basically, actually I do know that one. I take that back. $323 is what we have going into that fund every month, like as an auto transfer. So anything additional I could add to that, but that's what we put in each month. I don't know this. I don't know this. We don't put anything into emergency right now, like I said, because we're saving up for the porch. We don't have any plans of putting any money in for the kids for college yet. Miscellaneous I won't know until I get paid, but the YMCA is $107 a month. So these are our sinking funds. I know it probably seems like a lot of work, but this is how I stay organized. I love looking at a moment's notice how much we have in this big savings account, because if I had to try to like figure that out without keeping track of it each month, that would be a total disaster. But this helps keep it organized. It's really nice to save up for some big, you know, bills that you don't pay for every single month. It's really nice to save up for those so that you're not surprised and then it doesn't mess up your budget for that month. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.